We usually save our top 5 smartphone lists until the end of the year, but given the influx of new phones that have landed in our laps, we figured now would be just as good a time as ever to bring you a list of our favourites. And unlike some of our other lists, our team actually did work to organise this in order, starting with number 5 and working down the page to the very best smartphone we think you can buy right now. We know you might agree or disagree with our selection, and that's okay. All of these phones are great. Some are here because of the price, or exceptional features, or just all-round greatness. Number 5. Nexus 6P. You really can't go wrong at the price. With the all-metal Nexus 6P, you can stick to pure Android Marshmallow, or even experiment with early developer builds of Android N. And you'll be among the first to get Android N when it hits the market too. We've used and tested a lot of really great phones this year, but none have struck that perfect balance between design, speed, battery life and software. Some come close, but there's always that one thing that keeps a phone from being the one. The Nexus 6P is different, or comes about as close to perfection as we've seen. What we find most impressive is how the Nexus 6P's excellence feels so natural, like it isn't trying too hard to be the best, it just is. Everything works in perfect harmony to create one of the most exciting devices in a long, long time. This is by far the best Nexus device available, maybe the best phone money can buy right now. Number 4. iPhone 6s. What can you say about any new iPhone? Most people are already decided about whether they're going to buy the new model before it's even announced, but that hasn't stopped us giving it a thoroughly good going over. The good points are the same as usual. A hugely powerful phone, a great camera, and the new 3D touch interface is genuinely useful and will only continue to get better as time goes on. The chassis is identical to the previous iPhone 6, which will irk some and might force them to wait for the iPhone 7, but it's still well designed. The battery life is actually a little shorter to fit in the motor for the 3D touch method, and is the biggest issue with the phone. Number 3. Galaxy S7 Edge. This is when you start to get into the real heated debate of the best smartphone out there. We're personally of the belief that it is the Galaxy S7 Edge, which we personally bought. The Galaxy S7 Edge offers a stunning industrial design that's easy on the eyes and also protective from water and dust. The display, processor, wireless charging, camera module and more are all pretty much best in class. The untrained eye might not notice the difference between the Galaxy S7 Edge and the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus at first glance, but there is one. The Galaxy S7 Edge has much more rounded corners that feel a lot less sharp in the hand. That makes it so much easier to hold with a single hand, though it's still not as simple as holding the smaller Galaxy S7 without sacrificing too much on the screen size. Number 2. LG G5. This phone is aimed at those who want a truly innovative, gadgety smartphone, and while it doesn't look as special as the Galaxy S7 Edge, it does have a kick-ass unique feature. This phone, you see, has a modular design, letting you add optional attachments such as a camera grip or high-res audio. It's also the only flagship smartphone in 2016 which lets you swap the battery. Sure, it doesn't feel as premium as a Samsung or iPhone, but if you want to make a geeky statement, this is the phone for you. In terms of aesthetic design, the LG G5 is probably the worst looking flagship smartphone in 2016. In our opinion, it's not terribly hideous or anything, it's just quite bland. The way the top edge of the screen tapers off is a nice touch. The camera array resembles robot eyes and everything is nicely curved, but the metallic plastic edging looks cheap. Number 1. HTC Ten. The HTC Ten is a phone that takes the design heritage, DNA and all the other good bits of last year's One M9 and, well, does them again, but better. It's again shown the rest of the competition how to make a premium smartphone, and its camera, battery life and performance is right up there too. HTC has really worked on the criticisms of the previous generation devices and created their best ever flagship smartphone. We like the design of the HTC Ten. It's attractive, if a little uninspired. The chamfered edges play with the light nicely, and it's very comfortable to hold. At the small launch event for press, someone from HTC called this the most iconic design of 2016. That's a bold claim, but it is an attractive smartphone, especially with the dark grey black colour. Check out the video on screen and be sure to check out my channel.
Pull my heart out of my chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart.